Hi everyone, I am Dr. Sakshi Arora and I am so happy because I'm sharing the screen with Dr. Sonali, who has a big smile on her face, and she is our rank 6 in NEET-PG 2024. Congratulations, Dr. Sonali. So, how are you
Thank you
feeling,
so much,
Sonali?
ma'am.
How are you feeling?
Um, I don't know. It will take a little bit time to sink in the fact that I've got a single digit rank, but I'm happy, really happy.
Matlab, I am slightly surprised that how can you be sitting like this in a such calm and composed manner after getting rank 6 in NEET PG? I mean, you should be on top of the
Uh,
world jumping around.
yeah, ma'am,
Okay.
I've just completed my 30 hours duty. I have joined residency. That's why.
Oh, and just now I was talking to rank 7, and same situation she was in. She had joined us from her duty room. She was doing an emergency, and same way we have Sonali sitting over here, who has been doing her 36 hours duty, right? Tell us more about yourself, Sonali.
Yeah, I was just completed. Well, I am Sonali Chaudhary. I have done my MBBS from Wills Ranchi. I have
Okay.
joined in Patna in Obskyni. It just recently joined. Yeah, I am basically from Jharkhand. Yeah,
So you are already in AIMS Patna and you've joined OBGY.
yeah.
Wow,
I
that's
just
amazing.
recently joined in this July session.
So what was your rank in INICET?
I got 800 rank.
Wonderful. And now you have got rank 6. So now, I mean, just a
Yeah.
question which I want to ask out of curiosity, that you will continue with OBGY or you're going to change your branch?
Well, I'm not sure. I wanted to take radio. I'm finding Obsgynia a little hectic, but I'll have to plan a little for this. But because this was quite surprising for me also. I I was not prepared. I didn't prepare for last 1 month. I joined my residency. So
See, this is totally relatable feeling that you are finding OBGY hectic. Definitely OBGY is hectic, but now with the rank which you have got, or you can choose any branch which you want to, right? So
yeah,
tell me, what has been your main source of preparation, Dr. Sonali?
I have been using Marrow obviously since my second to third year, and I've been regularly using it. Uh, with that, I've been using a lot. I've been solving a lot of questions. Yeah, this was it. Like I haven't done anything.
I said that once you started using Marrow, like you said, you started using Marrow in your second year or in your third year. So, how were you using Marrow at that time? You were watching the videos and then making notes and solving MCQs simultaneously?
No, no. When whatever was taught in my class, I used to come back and watch videos to have a clarification on that topic. That was it. I
Okay.
used to write notes also, but no questions that time. I actually took a drop. I'm from 17 batch. When I took a drop, I started solving a lot of questions. I guess Marrow has helped me make my basics very clear. Yeah, during
So,
my
during
UG,
your undergraduate
I
time,
think Marrow has helped me gain my basics.
thank you so much. And that is what we at Marrow aim at, to clearing your concepts and make strengthening your foundation. That is the basic aim of all the faculties at Marrow. So, when you were using Marrow in your undergraduate years, did Marrow help in clearing your concepts, and did it help in your university exams as well?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Okay. So now, then, once you were you able to complete all the videos? You watched all subject videos of Marrow.
Mostly, yeah, except for a little bit of medicine, I have done everything.
Other than that, you've done everything. Okay. So since you watched all videos of Marrow, Are there any faculties who left impact on you, who were, who were some of them who made you fall in love with a few subjects? Would you like to mention any such faculties?
I guess obviously you
Hey,
and
that is because I'm taking your interview. That
yes,
doesn't mean you have to name me.
Manisha ma'am. Oh
Manisha
no,
ma'am.
ma'am. Manisha ma'am was also yeah,
Yeah. So,
and
Manisha.
Rohan sir also. So
Okay. So, thank you on behalf of all the faculties of Marrow, because we at Marrow, we actually feel very proud when our students do so well and they say that their concepts were clear because of our teachings. So, during your undergrad level, beta, did you use standard textbooks also?
yeah, I used to study, but I'm not that nerdy person who used to read all the books. I have read books, also used Marrow as, like, you can say used to use Marrow as my main source also sometimes for clearing my university exams.
Great. Now, can you take me through your preparation in the internship period when you started preparing for NEET PG? The time when you started preparing for NEET PG, what was your strategy at that time?
Okay, so when I started preparing, the first thing which I did was to give a baseline GT. I gave a GT to analyze how much I know. In that, I scored around like 400 marks. So I was like pretty sure that I don't need to read everything again. So when I started uh, preparation, like actual preparation during my internship, I used to study from the revision videos. And whenever I used to find anything which like I have to study from main videos. I used to watch them, or I used to solve a lot of questions related to it. Yeah, and also focused on the previous year questions from both INICET and NEET-PG, and also I guess FMG questions were also quite good. I've done like all the previous year questions, and I've done like multiple revisions. I used to read like two, three times the same thing. So that, I'm a person who needs multiple revision to understand something. So yeah, this is what I did.
Rather, this
Nothing
is
special.
the crux of it. You've done everything what is required to get a good rank, right? You have done the main videos during your undergraduate time, which helped you in building your concepts. During your internship, you switched over to revision videos, and like you said, that because of these revision videos, you were able to do multiple revisions, right? Then you
Yeah.
have solved QBank and you've done GTs, you've done PYQs. What else is required? You've done everything right, what is required to get such a rank. And the best part is what you said, that in order to know and analyze where you stand at when you started your preparation, you gave a GT first, right? And that helped you in analyzing where
Yeah.
you stood at. Now, after you gave your GT as a base to get a baseline score, how often did you repeat GTs after that?
Twice. Like I used to give like weekly. You can say
Weekly
weekly.
GTs for giving. It's not necessary to be in top 50s. What is necessary is a discipline which is required to be consistent, is that is what is required. And that is, I mean, like you were saying, you gave a GT every week. That is what is required. And that is what I want to emphasize to the students. So many students, they get demotivated when they get their scores get stagnant, they get demotivated. Now, if that is something, if
No,
you
I
can
think
overcome.
solving the GT. Yeah, while solving a GT, you have like 200 questions in like 3 hours. It's a big thing. I used to give GT to solve 200 questions. It was nothing to see where I stand every time. It was just solving 200 questions and
Yeah,
analyzing where I'm lacking, and that's it.
that's wonderful. So that is what I want to analyze, I want to emphasize to the students, that giving GTs is extremely important. That is one thing which I want to emphasize, and that is why I want your scorecard to be there. No, getting a rank 6 would be dream come true for so many students. But this would just be a dream for them, and it has come true for you. So here we have on the screen scorecard of Dr. Sonali, the GT scores, and as you can see, Dr. Sonali, you started at a low score, and then gradually your scores improved. And the best part, what I can see is that there are so many students that whenever they would be scoring less, they get demotivated. But that has not happened with you. And again, Bacho, I am just telling you one thing, that giving GTs is extremely important, irrespective of the scores which you are getting. You have to remain consistent in giving GTs, and that is what Dr. Sonali has done. Dr. Sonali, when you were giving GTs, what was it that was going in your mind, and how were you reviewing these GTs? Were you taking it as an assessment tool or a
Mm,
practice tool?
I used to give GTs every 7 to 10 days. I used to give in. I tried to give it like in 2 hours so that I can save some time because I used to find the NEET GTs a little, you know, easy on the easier side. So after giving the GTs, I used to see it in like next 1 or 2 hours, and that was it. That is why I used to give GTs. Very often because it didn't used to take all of my day reviewing the GTs.
So, like you said, you were reviewing GTs in 1 to 2 hours. How did you manage to do that?
Because I guess I knew everything. I didn't used to I didn't used to read everything. Whatever I used to find new, I used to write in my note. And
Okay.
yeah, I used to give GTs to know new facts also because you get different kind of questions and from different exams also in the GTs, right? So I used to see it like
So, to practice, basically, you were giving GTs so that you get more variety of questions to practice. And
that.
one thing which I liked what you said, which I think all of you should do that, and that is something which I also always tell whenever you are doing any MCQs, right? Whether you are doing it in a GT or whether you are doing it on a custom module, if there is any add on point which you feel, any add on information which you get, you should always note it down in your main notes so that next time when you are revising your notes, automatically you revise those points. You don't have to find out some extra time or special time to revise those things, which you will never get. So always the additional points should be incorporated in your main notes. And that is what Dr. Sonali also did. Na? She revised multiple times and she used to revise those additional points as well. So, Dr. Sonali, like you said, you were able to revise for at least 6, 7 times before your exam. How were you practicing the questions? Were you able to complete the entire QBank modules?
No, not honestly, no. I used to solve GTs only, and I used to see videos.
You weren't practicing questions every day?
No,
No, acha, so you, what
yeah,
your strategy
I guess
was?
PYQs I used to solve.
Okay, so now I've understood your strategy clearly, and every person has their own different, unique way of preparing. Yours is again a very unique way that you did the main videos, you did the revision videos, you did not do the Q bank, but you did PYQs, and every week you gave GT so that you had 200 questions to practice. Right? Am I right? This is what you did mainly?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, wonderful. Now tell me that on the day of the exam, when you were writing the exam, how did you find the exam? That whether it was easy, moderate, tough?
I was very relaxed. Actually, I already joined the college, so I never had
Great.
that tension of getting a good rank or something. So I found the exam easy on the easy part.
On the easier side. While you were writing the exam, like you said, you found it easy. Uh, at that time, did giving GTs, did the concepts of Marrow made that easy for you?
Yeah, every question there was some hidden line which used to, you found the answer in the question only. It was like some some points were there in the questions which used to strike that okay, this is the answer only. So yeah.
Wonderful. Now, like you said, you've already got your branch. How did you deal? You must have been preparing for INICET too. Now, once NEET PG got postponed, how did you deal with all the break in momentum which happened at that time? Or when the NEET PG postponement happened, you
I
were already
actually
joined.
Yeah. I actually, when NEET got postponed, I decided to join AIMS. So I was not preparing for the last 1 month. I guess that was a big a positive thing for me because I was stress-free while giving the exam. Yeah.
Now, before I end this interview, I would also like to know what is the difference in strategy for preparing for INICET and for NEET PG?
I think almost same. Only thing is you have to focus on the fourth year subject more in NEET and the first and the second year subjects in I9. Rest everything I guess is the similar thing.
It's the similar thing. Any advice which you would like to give to all those students who are looking up to you, who are listening to you, that how should they be approaching the November INICT?
So I guess the first thing you should do is to analyze where you stand, give a GT, and know where which subjects you need to focus more, and what the exam wants from you. Some exams want the like the first, second year subjects. They mainly focus on that. So you should analyze what the examiner also want. Don't just study everything. You should also think little practically. You can't read everything on a daily basis, right? You can read it for once to make your basics clear, but after that you have to revise. So the revision videos really helped me. So you can also use that.
And I'm really happy that so many students are saying that revision videos, because they are concise and because, in spite of being concise, they have all that information which is required to clear, like you said, INICET as well as NEET PG. So I'm so happy to hear that about the revision videos. Thank you so much, Dr. Sonali. And beta, God bless you. May you have a bright future ahead. And no matter what branch you take, may you shine in your career.
Thank you so much. Nice talking.
Same here. Take care. Thank you so much.